What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd do a quick match reaction to the game that finished last night. Stuttgart 0, Celtic 1 in the Europa League playoff. Celtic winning for the first time on German soil with a 1-0 victory over Stuttgart in the Europa League. But unfortunately for the Scottish champions, it wasn't enough to send them through to the next stage of the competition after Stuttgart comfortably won the first leg 4-1 in Glasgow last week. It was a good performance by Celtic. From the highlights I've seen, much better. Where he was decent. Simasalo was really good, made some really good saves, really impressed with him. Way more better than that Schmeichel, Kasper Schmeichel. He came in, Martin O'Neill made 8 changes. Jimmy Adamu came in. Adamu was decent. I thought when he went off, Celtic weren't as good, Created the goal. Thought McCarron was decent. I thought Scarachi didn't do himself any harm. Yeah, Celtic got the win. Donovan as well was decent. Kobe Donovan. He's still pretty young. But yeah, Celtic, got the victory, but it wasn't enough, Why they didn't put this performance in last week against Stuttgart, the first leg. Stuttgart, for me, are not a great side. They won't win the Europa League, in my personal opinion. I think there's better sides in it. I think Midtjylland are a better side than Stuttgart, to be honest. But Celtic, got off to the best possible start. It was a really good ball up the pitch. Jimmy Adamu brings it down. Really good touch. Lays it into Luke McCarron. Luke McCarron, what a finish. Into the bottom corner after 28 seconds. Celtic 1-0 up in Germany. Really was a good goal from Celtic. Celtic then nearly got a second goal. Again, a really good move by Celtic down the same side. They got the goal. The first goal comes out to Adamu. Adamu whips it in. It goes through the defender's legs to Maeda, who's standing in the 6-yard box. But the defender got a block in and blocked it away. That was really unlucky. Celtic should have been... could have got a second goal there, to be honest. Stuttgart then started coming into the game and taking control and dominating the possession and everything. Simasalo had to tip a shot away from the edge of the box. The chap cutting on his favoured foot past Scarachi and then hit it. And it was a good save by Schmeichel. Schmeichel then made another good save where the ball literally, it wasn't Schmeichel, it was like a block between, Simasalo, not Schmeichel, sorry, made a good save. Made a really good save from that guy, he came in and he hit it and it was a really good save. Then he had another moment where him and Scarachi got it away. It was really good defended by Celtic and they got it away just in the time, but Scarachi, good defending. Stuttgart, kept going forward. Stuttgart thought they got the equaliser. The guy cut in, really good finish. Cuts inside, hits into the far corner. But he was just offside, was the right call. Again, Simasalo made another good save from another shot that was tipped wide. Really was a good save by him. Thought he was really good. Simasalo, really impressed. He needs to play against Rangers on Sunday. Stuttgart then had another goal ruled out for offside. Again, right decision. The guy was off the pitch. He then ran back onto the pitch. Unfair advantage, taking advantage of the fact that Celtic weren't looking at the ball and stuff. Again, not fair at all. Would have been unfair on Celtic, to be honest. For any team, that's unfair. The guy literally just ran on the pitch and scored. Was the right decision. Comes back out. It's a flex back out off Atarte. Comes to the guy who hits it. Simasalo, could have done better with it, to be fair, but it went into the net. Stuttgart, another chance where Furyk cut inside and hit it across goal. Really good save by Schmeichel. But in the end, Celtic got the victory against Stuttgart. They got the win. Their first victory against a German team on German soil, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. Europe, once again, has been a letdown this season. Once again, we don't win a playoff game, in my opinion, which we were more than capable of winning, because I don't think Stuttgart are a great side. We've played better sides than them and beat them in the past. I don't understand why the board don't invest for Europe. It's ridiculous. And I think the board need to go at the end of the season because they're an absolute joke. But yes, Rangers on Sunday. Be just to see what Martin does. We have to win that game against Rangers on Sunday, otherwise the league is definitely over. I think the league's already over, personally. I don't think we're going to win on Sunday, I have to be honest. I think we're going to be tired from the game against Stuttgart. Rangers have had a fresh week because they're not in Europe anymore. Rangers are at home as well. Unfortunately, we are up against it as well. We don't have a good squad of players, whereas they're on a roll under Danny Roll. But yeah, Rangers definitely favourites against us on Sunday. Hopefully we go there and win. Be interested to see what he does. Adamu, for me, deserves a start. You know, give him an opportunity. He looked decent. I thought when he went off, I think the game definitely changed. Became more defensive. I think when he was on the pitch, he was giving them a few problems with his physicality and hold up play. So yeah, I'll definitely give him a chance on Sunday against Rangers, but we'll see what Martin does. But yeah, that's my reaction to the Stuttgart Celtic game. Celtic won 1-0, but it wasn't enough overall to get through the tie. But it is what it is. We're so used to Celtic not doing it in the big games in Europe, so it wasn't really a surprise, to be honest. We got the win, but it wasn't enough, you know, in terms of the overall tie. But, you know, a win's a win, I guess. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll do a reaction to the Celtic Rangers game on Sunday after I've seen the highlights and everything at iBox. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.